Hello and welcome back. This is my first video for the 0.2.0 Dawn of the Hunt patch for Path of Exile 2 Early Access. And in this one, I will be going over my character's gear we are day 1 now. We finished the campaign. We are in early maps, like very early maps. For context, we are playing SSF Softcore. We are completely winging this build as of now. I had a plan maybe up to like Act 3, more or less what I would be doing, and after that I've just been winging it. I'm definitely planning on putting some more time and having a more detailed look at everything to see if there are improvements to be made. I'm sure there are. Maybe if you have ideas, be sure to comment them below. I'm definitely interested. I am not a build maker. This isn't necessarily meant as a build guide. More of a status update, and maybe someone is interested in this build, would like to copy it. In that case, here you have it, or if you want to take inspiration. First off, the gear I'm rolling with this early on. I have a very good weapon, well, pretty good weapon with +4 all gems, and a pretty good offhand with +2 all gems. Both of these I'm pretty sure I got from vendor, and then just continued slamming exalts into them. My head is pretty basic. My neck is pretty basic. All of my gear, honestly, that's a pretty good ring that I got from a rogue exile. A lot of resistances. But all of my gear, I'm pretty sure is just like slam exalts until it works. The feed I got from a gamble vendor, pretty sure. My chest is horrendous. I could have so much more energy shield if I just had a good chest. Let me gamble at the end of this video, maybe. Maybe get a good chest on video. But oh god, I've not had luck with that. But yeah, that's the gear we're rolling with. I think I showed everything. For the passive tree, this is what it looks like right now. We are level 70 on the head. A pretty decent mix between damage, energy shield, a lot of faster start of energy shield recharge, which I will explain in a bit why I have that. But as you can see, just Gale spell damage. I'm going into more AoE here because I think it'll make Contagion Clear feel even a little bit nicer, even though it's already pretty nice. Nothing too crazy. Do I not have this? Okay, I'm gonna put a point into that and be stronger. That's yes. Okay, nice. That will be in the video. Cool. The Ascendancy looks like this. I first went with Eldritch Empowerment. Secondly, went with Rupture the Soul. Thirdly, recently, I went with Soulless Form, which makes us feel a bit more tanky, which has been very nice. I have been struggling with tankiness a little bit every now and then, partially, I think, because of the chest. But yes. Now, why do I have so much energy shield restart rate thingy? Because of this node. This is very good. It's pretty free, 30% more damage until your energy shield drops to 0. Because you have an energy shield cost, that means you need to have energy shield. If you don't have energy shield, you can't cast spells, which every now and then leads to situations where you're surrounded by mobs and you cannot press a spell. So yeah, I spec'd into energy shield, and I have Convalescence, which is a nice button that will help with energy shield recharge as long as you press it before you get to 0. That's the only issue I've had with this build so far. Other than that, honestly, it's been pretty good. For the gems that we're using, I recently got a Greater Jeweler socket from one of the unique strong boxes. Very fun. Essence Drain, we are running Swift Affliction, Considered Casting, Drain Ailments, we'll get to that, and Profanity. Profanity, very situational, conditional during mapping. You'll sometimes consume a corpse. It is what it is. It's just a bit of extra. Contagion, we are using Unleash and Magnified Effect for better clear. Unleash definitely makes it a bit more convenient to hit Essence Drain on correct target. Chaotic Freeze is pretty nice. If you don't know how it works, Contagion will make it so hits against your target that has Contagion will create freeze buildup with chaos damage. We don't do a lot of hit damage. It's mostly Essence Drain and Dark Effigy that do hit damage, and they stack it up pretty decently. But one thing that is very nice is that the explodes from Rupture the Soul count as hits. So pretty often you'll have rares in maps that will get frozen because of all their little small ads exploding onto them. That's pretty nice. Next up, we have Despair. I feel like I'm talking very fast, but maybe I'm not. Next up, we have Despair with Decaying Hex, which, especially in the early levels, is very nice to clear. Now it's like a nice added bonus. If you have like a lot of intelligence, it's probably pretty good, because this got buffed. Heightened Curse, just more, you know, curse power. Persistence I put on there, it's just for quality of life on bosses, so I have to press the curse less, because it costs a lot of mana. Dark Effigy, a very important one. Arcane Tempo with Withering Touch. Withering Touch is a lot of your single target damage. I drop Dark Effigy every time I see a rare or a boss, anything like that. And Envenom. Now the Envenom, the poison, isn't going to do a lot of damage. However, Envenom is what we are using to create a ailment for Drain Ailments, which makes Essence Drain do 35% more damage if it consumes an ailment, in this case poison. It's very easy to apply it with that. Very convenient. Convalescence, as I said earlier, I use it to mostly fix the energy shield issue. Whenever I get to low energy shield in maps, I just press it and it kind of gets me through. I have Mysticism on there. I don't think I'm honestly on full energy shield enough. I'll probably replace that with, what's it called? Vitality, the life regen one. Ingenuity, just shorter cooldown rate so you can press it more often. Lastly, Withering Presence with Cannibalism. Very basic, just a little thing. Cannibalism makes it so you barely feel the damage bypass to your life, because we also have 5% here. Which just means, you know, you get a bit more tanky with this. And Cannibalism takes care of most of it. I think with that, I have shown everything and explained everything. I think I have. Yeah. Next up, I'll show a few clips of me just mapping. I tried to be very honest with the clips that I picked, so it's not like, you know, a god pull where everything goes right and it's like, oh, insane clear. It's just the last tower that I did before setting down and starting this video recording. And I think a map before that as well, where I killed a couple of rares. Just very basic examples of how the build does in clear and single target as well. There's a boss in there. Yeah, hope you enjoy. Hope you find the build interesting. Let me know what you find of the build. If you have, you know, ideas to improve it, let me know. I'm definitely open. As I said, I completely winged this. I plan to deep dive a bit more to see if there are improvements to be made. But this is like, yeah, zero sleep. Just grinding. The real PB way. Enjoy the gameplay, and I hope to see you in the next video. Toodaloo.